So, one thing's for certain and two things for sure. Hanging with my sister gonna keep me young. Because while I'm at the Glenwood Flea Market getting a grill, yeah. You ready? Okay, y'all, so that's that. The things that I let my sister talk me into. Well, she didn't really have to talk me into it. I had been thinking about it for about 2 years now, but the girl, almost 55, getting Gold Grills. You only live once. Oh, your mouth look disgusting. Okay, you all, so I have fallen in love with the entire concept of food halls. I tried my first one about 2 years ago when I was invited to Leon White's vegan and vegetarian outdoor pop up thingy, and I had no idea we had any of this in Atlanta. Now, I first learned about them watching this guy on IG and YouTube named Chime Time, but I had, again, no idea that we had these in Atlanta. Still, it was a little short adventure. You know, I love East Atlanta Village, where this food hall is. It's on Glenwood. It's a really cool spot to hang out at on the weekends. They have a cigar spot down there. They got 10 ATL for drinks and good soulful music. Blue Cantina Mexican restaurant. Plus, they just opened up a New Orleans spot that sells daiquiris. So for this particular one, I had attempted to try summer of last year, but when I went, the place I really wanted to try, which sold a variety of waffles, was closed. Now there is a waffle place in the new food hall, Halladian, about a mile away. So maybe they had moved there already. I don't know, but they were closed when I tried to come. Either way, this one was not as nice as the one at Lee and White in Halladian. To be honest, I was quite disappointed in the selection. I tried to grab an oxtail slider and chicken slider, as well as mixed fries, which consisted of regular potato fries and also sweet fries. The fries for me was the best. I am not a big fry person. The chicken slider was well seasoned. The oxtail was okay. My biggest issue was that the juice made the bread soggy, and I have a serious aversion for soggy bread to that degree. But I'll give it I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. That's it.
Okay,
Okay,
y'all.
back to
So
the regular scheduled programming. You gotta live a little. And you can't let people put any boundaries on you or expectations or say what you are or are not are supposed to do, how you're supposed to dress, what you're not supposed to wear. I'm no longer letting anybody put stipulations on Chloe about what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. Because whenever I leave this earth, I want to be able to say, I did it my way. Yep. Oh, look at. Uh, uh,
I like what she got. I'm gonna get that.
I like that. I like that. I want the one that's in the front.
I love that.
You
Yeah,
like
that
uh
one
huh?
in the bottom there.
I want to get the one that's in the middle.
The little space.
you expecting her to take on major responsibilities. And if you done gave me your best, then okay, I got you. But you ain't gave. Stop with these long conversational car chronicles and give you more mixed content. I'm still gonna have my conversations, but they're not always gonna be in the car. Anyway, so guys, I've been going through so much trouble whenever it comes to finding fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm not even gonna lie, in the last 2 years I've probably thrown away about $500 of fruit that just wasn't sweet. When it comes to like watermelon, I just might as well give up completely on cantaloupe and honeydew melon. It's been like years upon years upon years since I've been able to truly find some sweet honeydew melon or sweet cantaloupe. That is just almost non-existent for me. And even whenever it comes to watermelon, I'm really looking at about a 40-60 chance, and the 60 is in the watermelon flavor, that it's not going to be sweet. So this morning I cut up a watermelon. I threw away the watermelon that I had in the fridge from last week because I was gonna try and make myself eat it even though it's not sweet. I said, okay, well, you can put it, maybe you can just blend it up and put it in juice. Tried that a couple of days. Even pineapples is a hit or miss. But I ended up throwing that away from last week, and then the one that I cut open today, it was soft, it was heavy, it was juicy, but it was not sweet. And the same, of course, applied to the cantaloupe. I just bought the cantaloupe on a humbug. It wasn't sweet. So this morning, I basically, for the most part, washed 2 watermelons and 1 cantaloupe down the garbage disposal. So I posted on Facebook because I was serious. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to make it a road trip to South Georgia or Alabama somewhere, because Alabama has a lot of fruit stands and stuff on the sides of the road. Maybe I need to make a trip out there, just road trip on for a day, and go pick up me some fresh fruits and vegetables. But then one of my girlfriends that came on my post said that, had asked me had I tried this fresh farm that's in Stockbridge. She said she went out there last week and she got a watermelon that was really, really sweet. So that's what I'm on my way to, and I'm gonna of course vlog while I'm out there. But so yeah, that's what I'm on my way to do, is to travel 25 miles from my house just to see if I can get some sweet watermelon. And if the produce is sweet, then I have no problem with making that trip. If it's not gonna be sweet, just charge it to the game, and I guess just keep on trying, keep on throwing money away. So anyway, I just left my best friend's house. She is kind of under the weather, so I first went by my sister's house, cut her hair, and oh, speaking of hair, let me back this up. Okay, well no, let me. You know what? I'm gonna come back to hair. I cut her hair, and then I went by my best friend's house to check on my best friend. I just, stopped and got her something to eat, and her favorite. She likes those gummy nerds. She loves those things. They make me nauseous. And she likes cheese puffs. So I stopped and got her that. Got her some fish and shrimp and stuff like that. And we just sat over and just chopped it up for a little while. Monica is my best friend. Now, DD is my sister. That's who I'm always with. Monica is truly my best friend. And you'll see her as, get warm up and we're out more. You'll, actually see her. So, back to hair. So, I had someone to reach out to me. And I can always tell. It's funny because it's okay to offer suggestions and it's okay to have an opinion. That's the nature of the beast. But sometimes people overstep. People offer their opinions and suggestions, especially at our big age. It's okay to offer suggestions and opinions, but at the same time, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. So they had something to say about my hair. Number one, we know how black women are whenever it comes to hair. It's a very touchy subject for black women. For me, not so much, because my skin has become thick because of it, because I know me, I know what I've been through, I just know, you know what I'm saying? I know, and of course you guys who have been here on my channel for a while, I talk very openly about me having alopecia, and it comes from more so wearing weave and then braids. And then also you have to realize that with some people, thinning hair runs in your family. But once you start doing those certain types of styles, it actually increases the issue. So I take full ownership for my hair. I make no excuses as to why my hair. I started wearing weave whenever I was like 19, 20 years old. I was working at a hair salon, and that's another thing that people don't understand, is that I actually went to school for hair. And a lot of stylists know what they should and should not do, but they still do it anyway. A lot of it is tied to self-esteem. With me, I wore weave a lot because I didn't feel beautiful without it. I got more attention with it than I did without it. So even though I knew that it was destroying my hair, my follicles and all of that, I continued to wear it, and was too embarrassed not to wear it once my hair started to deteriorate. Wore blonde hair a lot, cut super short, because it's easier to hide the thinness whenever your hair is something that's closer to your complexion versus the stark contrast of having jet black hair. Then you can see the thinness, the bald spots, the lack of edges, all that other stuff. But then I had to make a decision. Do I want to keep putting all this tension on my hair follicles and my hair, or do I want to try and help it become as healthy as it possibly can be, and just power through that in-between stage. And what I mean by that is that I could have waited some more months before I took my braids out, so then my hair would be long enough for me to cover the thin spots, especially my edges. I can let the top grow, and so it'll be easier to do the little swoop to do and cover that. Or I could go ahead and take the braids out, which was getting on my, it was becoming very irritating for me to wear my braids. Number one, because I was the one that was doing all the rebraiding of it. And it takes a lot of time consuming. Number two, it was heavy, it was itchy, it was hot. And that's another thing, speaking of hot, some of my hair loss is also attributed to menopause. So if you haven't reached menopause yet, then you would not have any clue about what I am talking about. But some of it is hereditary. Thin hair is hereditary on my dad's side. And then also menopause has definitely had its fair share of whenever it comes to my hair. So that's why my hair looks the way that it looks. I usually would be so ashamed that I would throw a wig on, some weave or whatever. But hey, you know what? At 54, I'm at the stage of I'm 54 fucking. So this is what you're gonna get. And I like my hair being short. I like it not being so constricting. And it will grow. As it grows out more, it will get healthy, because some of the hair that you see on my head still has some of the bleached hair in it, so some of it is damaged. But as the new growth comes in and it's just virgin, then it will thicken up some. So let me just say that I just wanted to, you know, give that little feedback based on the person who reached out to me and had something to say about my edges and all of that. I know about using castor oil. I know about using black castor oil. I know about using sulfur aid. I know about Duro. I know about all the different things. I know about minoxidil. Baby, I know about all the different concoctions that you can make. Honey, I know about using yeast infection cream, because sometimes what you have in your scalp is yeast that's causing it. I know about all of that. That being said, I've addressed that. So I'm on my way to child, I'm all the way out here by where me and Mr. my ex used to live. Wow. Okay, so we're getting ready to pull up on this farm on Kellytown Road in Stockbridge. We're getting ready to pull. Oh, it is beautiful. Okay. So anyway, we're getting ready to pull up out here, and I'm gonna film what's going on. I got some things that I want to talk to you guys about today, but I really want to just sit down and chat it up with you guys. Of course, we're gonna talk about. I do want to talk about the Diddy and Cassie trial. Some people have really rubbed me the wrong way, and it's possible that it's going to be some of you that's going to be on here that is not going to agree with my thought process, and that's fine. I'm not on here to have a whole bunch of yes people. My channel is about creating, you know, open dialogue, and I know that in order to have an open dialogue, you have to be able to listen and take in what someone else is saying versus just talking at people. But we're going to talk about that. And one thing I also want to talk about is girls trip etiquette. I definitely want to talk about that. But anyway, I'm 900 feet away from my destination, and I will, well, it's a cute little 1-2. What you gonna do, y'all? Is this it? Oh, okay. Well, they got some. Oh, girl, they got some watermelons. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We finna pull right here and get us. I hope. Oh my God! But my thing is, do they accept credit cards? I pray to God that they do. They got pink pineapples. They got vine ripe tomatoes. They got honey bells, organic elderberry syrup, sea moss, hot boiled peanuts, vine ripe farm tomatoes. Okay, Miss B's Farm Fresh Market, here we are. I'll be back, guys. Oh my freaking God. Look at that. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Ooh. These look like they're sweet. They got preserves. It's okay if I vlog.
Sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't want to, but I want to get. I'll get them. I'm gonna get like 3 watermelons.
Yes. Hold on.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna get 3 watermelons. Thank you. Now y'all, I just had a lady to say that they're not sweet. I bought 2, and he said that if they're not sweet, he guarantees them and I can bring them back. In Stockbridge, and as I'm loading the car, there's a lady that's sitting in the gas station parking lot behind me, and she's just sitting there, and she just said they're not sweet, they're not sweet. So we're about to go home and find out. Yeah, we're about to go home and find out, because he just said that if they're not sweet, he guarantees them that they are sweet. The one thing that he did say that kind of blew me, he said that the watermelons that you buy in the store, he said the reason that they're not sweet is because they pick them unripened. They're not allowing them to become fully red, because then they have to sell them really quickly. They can't be stored for long. He said, so what they do is, he said, they pick them unripe and then they sit them in a warehouse under a light or something that's supposed to sweeten them or something like that. I don't know. We're about to see. If they're not sweet, then I'm gonna have to take the drive to Alabama or South Georgia or something. I bought a pineapple. This pineapple looks like it's sweet. It was $4.99, so I hope it is sweet. But we're about to go home and check that out, and we're about to go home and cut this cantaloupe. This cantaloupe was $3.99, so hopefully it's sweet. And then I bought, and I gotta put it in the refrigerator. This is supposed to be organic elderberry syrup, and it has the ingredients: organic elderberries, filtered water, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and manuka honey. Children over 1 year, 1 teaspoon daily. Adults, 1 teaspoon daily for active immune support. Take every 3 hours during illness, not for children under 1. So we're gonna try this, and I gotta make sure that I put that also in the fridge. But I said I was not gonna do a car chronicle, so I'm about to head home, and as I'm heading home, I'm going to listen to the current book that I am listening to on tape. It's by Casey Mills, When We.
See if I can make it past the 3-month mark with this one.
One thing I do like about this,
didn't say anything else. His money was definitely.
I like the male narrator's voice. I need to find out who he is, but I don't care too much for the female narrator's voice. But anyway, I'm about to listen to this, and I got some more stuff to talk to you guys about later on. I was supposed to be going to Tulum, but I got a feeling that I'm not going to go to Tulum. I'm just going to chill around the house. It's 2:34. It's not going to be warm enough, I don't think, today for me to jump in the get in the pool, even though I wanted to. But I think it's just gonna be real chill. Tomorrow, me and my sister are supposed to be going to get tattoos, and I need to figure out what it is that I want to get. So anyway, I will holler at you guys in a little bit. So y'all, they got a full-fledged pool party going. Now, they're not supposed to be having a pool party. Lord, somebody over there got the pit bull over there peeing, boo-booing in the bushes. I hope he's on a chain. It looks like they are cleaning. They're starting to clean up. I didn't actually film whenever they first started with the pool party, but they had a nice little setup. And although we are not supposed to have pool parties or anything like that, hold on, y'all. It's very obvious to me that the focal point of, okay, I'm zoomed in too much. Let me zoom out. It's very obvious to me that the focal point of the pool party were the kids. And I can deal with that because they've been sneaking having pool parties. They did it last year, and then they've been doing it here lately now that it's gotten warm. They've been having parties. But with the adult parties, they pull out a boom box. They got music blasting. I'd rather hear the laughter of little kids than to hear adults with their loud music and just no disregard whatsoever for the people around. I mean, it will be 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and they just like still going strong. And I'm one of those people, even though it is breaking the rules, it's totally against everything that is in the lease that you sign. I'm a person of grace. So I knew whenever I decided to move over here and that I chose to overlook the pool, I knew that it would be loud. I knew there was going to be a possibility that somebody was going to break the rules, bring a boom box, and they was going to invite their friends over, all this other good stuff. I knew that. So I try not to call the office too much, except for whenever it gets too loud, too disrespectful, and too raunchy. But hearing these kids, I've been listening to these kids, to be quite honest, for about 3 hours now. But they're kids. And I commend the parents for thinking about the kids and, you know, having this, it looked like it was a Hawaiian luau or whatever. I'm not sure if it was somebody's birthday party or what, but just hearing the kids' laughter and excitement, for me, I wouldn't call the office on them. Now, if it was some of them ratchet twerking on the side of the pool, smoking hookahs, got liquor bottles all upside the pool like they've done before, oh yeah, I'm calling on them. But the babies, I'm not gonna call on the babies. Look at them. How can you do that? How can you call on the babies? Hold on. How can you call on the babies? Just as long as, they clean all this stuff up. As long as they clean all this stuff up before they leave. But, yeah. I mean, they got the little bitty babies. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it, guys, but since I talked to you guys earlier, I have been here at the house. Let me zoom this out some. I have been here at the house. When I say chilling, I have literally been chilling. I went, of course, to get the I still haven't cut the watermelon. I bought 2 watermelons and I haven't cut it. I just came in and just plopped down on the sofa and just been dozing. But I'm supposed to be going to the comedy show tonight. My girlfriend invited me to. It's at 10 o'clock. Y'all know that once you hit a certain age, that getting up and going out after a certain time is almost non-existent. But since I didn't go to the day party at Tulum today, then I've gotten some rest, so I'm gonna try and slide out tonight. And of course, I'm gonna try and take you guys with me. I'm not sure if they're gonna let me take my camera into the comedy show. It's possible that they may not. If they don't, I'll try and sneak and get some footage on my actual cell phone. So yeah, I'm gonna get up here in a minute. It's 7:04, and we said that we would meet up about 9:45 because we have reserved seating, and it's only maybe about 15 minutes away. So I'm gonna make myself get up and cut up this watermelon, and I'll let you know if it's sweet or not. But actually, when I get ready to cut the watermelon up, I'm going to film it, and we're gonna do a taste test and see if it's sweet. If it's not sweet, I'm gonna be mad because those watermelons cost $12.99 a piece, and I bought 2. I'll let you guys a little later. Okay, y'all, real quick. Let me tell you guys one of my biggest, most huge, don't mind my cheese doodles, most huge pet peeves. People who just take something and run with it and don't do their own investigation. That drives me bananas. With so much access that we have to doing research, people, especially my people, we got to do better. Spreading fake news causes so much harm. It causes outrage. It causes sometimes physical violence. It creates anxiety. It does all of that. And what am I talking about, Chloe? So my homeboy sent me
The world is
this.
just getting sicker by the minute as two KKK members decide to go to Atlanta, go to the hood, dressed up as that, and they got killed in the hood.
Okay, so
When
you
I
guys
tell
see
you
these
that
men right
hate
here.
and racism
If you
is
go
starting
on
to be at
TikTok
an
and you
all-time
click
high.
and you press right here,
Man, pay attention to
there
what y'all be
are
listening to on this internet
so
and
many-
what y'all believe in. Y'all never research. Check this out.
and this y'all, there are so
The world
many
is just getting sicker by the minute.
people who have posted and reposted and made
Pay
videos
attention to
about
y'all.
this. Okay, so now let me show you something. Because I use Google, I took a snapshot of their picture because I knew it wasn't true, because I somewhat remember this. I took a picture and put it into Google Lens, and all of these came up. You really probably can't see as well, but all of these came up, which were their pictures. And what is it? Number one, this is from 2022. Men shoot each other's daughters during a road rage incident in Florida, authorities say. Now that's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it goes on and on. Websites that their pictures are associated with the same story. So, not saying that KKKs are not very prevalent, because they are. Even here in Atlanta, we've had marches, especially since Trump has gotten in office. They've becoming real bold. But this fight that they are referring to, it was a huge party, barbecue, group of people, whatever. I don't know what it was. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go research it and then I'm gonna come back. But it was just black people. It had nothing to do with those two people that they put on. Do you realize that you put people's lives in danger whenever you do stuff like that? Not necessarily in this situation, but in other situations. Do you realize that you can really be putting people's lives in danger by simply regurgitating over and over again and sharing over and over again false news? We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. We're doing our own due diligence, our own investigation. That's why we deal with so much that we deal with now, as far as the divide between women and men, most importantly between black men and black women, because we are constantly regurgitating things that we hear and not necessarily things that we experience or that we know for sure. So that's another reason. That's another thing that really, really, truly irritates me. We rather be fed as black people, but I'm learning it's not just black people, because now that I see different interviews and things that are going on as far as the current administration. I know that it's just not a black thing, but whenever I say black people, I'm referring to my race, because you know, my race is first and foremost within my heart. So don't take offense whenever I say things about, you know, black people. To be quite honest, I really don't care what other people do. I have love for all races. I'm just one of those people. I have love for all races. But because I am black, my people getting their shit together is what's paramount for me. So whenever I say, when it comes to us, we like to be fed, but we don't like to take our time to investigate. We just rather buy into the narrative and spread the propaganda that is being fed to us, and a lot of it is being fed to us on purpose. So that's all I'm saying. Get y'all shit together. That's all I'm saying. Now he's responded, and the only thing that he can say back to me is, hold on. The only thing that he can say back to me is, if you can see it, wow. That's the only response he got back is wow. And what bothers me the most is this is a almost 60-year-old, 50-something-year-old married man who writes books and has a business. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I started cutting on this watermelon, and then I remembered I promised you guys that I was going to let you know. When I say this is a big baby, this is a big baby. I hope y'all can hear all that party going on at the pool. Hopefully with me using my microphone, you just really hear me. But when I say this is a big baby, this is a big baby. I'm praying that based on, I said I was going to try it here, but I want to try the meat in the middle. So I'm praying that based on the redness that I see here, that y'all, I'm supposed to be buying me a knife sharpener and still haven't bought it. Usually I don't have a problem, but this baby is so big. But we're about to see. It is big. It is thick. I need to. Monica Cook. This is my best friend calling me. Y'all gotta. No, I call her back because I know what she calling me about, so I call her back. Monica, when you watch this, I was in the middle of filming content, and so forgive me for not answering your call. Y'all, I pray to God that this watermelon is sweet. If this watermelon not sweet, that I done paid $12.99 for 2 of them, your girl is gonna be pissed off. I also got this cantaloupe, and I've been soaking this pineapple in water with baking soda. So I hope that pineapple is sweet. They said that it's guaranteed to be sweet as well. The one thing that he told me that was surprising to me, and I'm gonna see if it's true after I eat this. I ain't never had this much trouble cutting up a watermelon. Y'all, I use painter's drop cloth because I don't have a lot of paper. I don't have no paper. So I use a painter's drop cloth whenever I cut my watermelon. Okay, y'all. We are about to see. I got some more to cut off. So this is a big old watermelon. This reminds me of my granddaddy's watermelons in the country. Man, he used to want to whoop our butts because I don't know if I told you, my mom had 12 sisters and brothers. So in the summertime, and anytime that as a family, as they say, go home, especially in the summertime, we kids love to run through the fields. My grandparents had a huge farm. When I say a huge farm. So that's why whenever it comes to food, vegetables and stuff like that, I'm kind of a snob because I grew up eating off of the land. And so food that we buy out the store just doesn't taste. It just doesn't have a good taste. And I felt like that really my whole life. For a long time, I didn't eat anything out the can. And for the most part, you'll very rarely see me eating anything out the can. Only thing that you'll catch me eating out the can maybe is corn. And even with that, I go buy the frozen in the tube and eat that. But I ain't got a lot of time while I'm sitting here lollygagging and chit-chatting with y'all because it's 8:52 and I'm supposed to be going to the comedy show. But we're about to see. Dear precious Lord, let this piece of watermelon, please let it be sweet. Because if it's sweet, I will drive 30 miles once a week just to get this watermelon. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. Oh my God. We back, y'all. We back. Just off the fact that I finally found me some sweet watermelon. Trust and believe. Watch your girl lose weight. And I know a lot of y'all was like, well, it's not real watermelon. It's because it's seedless. Do your research, people. It is modified, but it's because they cross-pollinate. They cross-pollinate two types of watermelons to make them seedless. It's not like they are grown in a lab or anything like that. They do the cross-pollination to make them not be fertile. And of course they do it on purpose if they don't want us to replant our own food. But hold on. I might as well go ahead and do it. Okay, I'm gonna cut this up. Cut this up real quick, put it in the bowl, and then I'll be back, and then I'll do the don't want to do cantaloupe, don't want to do pineapple. I never tell that pineapple. I'll be back, y'all. Even if I don't be back tonight, we'll finish. And you know what? We'll finish this off tomorrow because Kid gonna kill me. But
the idea only had me more motivated to change.
Okay, y'all. So first, got my grill in. So I'm here at the Uptown Comedy. Y'all know I did not want to come. It's supposed to start at 10. It's 10 o'clock. And my girl Kia is on her way. And it's actually her friend who is getting us in for the free because her friend is dating the host, Doodoo Brown. So I'm sitting here in the parking lot waiting on them because they running late. It was some traffic on the expressway. And I want to know for my 50 and up, y'all, you know what? I just realized I need to put some lotion on my feet. Oh my God. And then now I'm going to be slipping and sliding because I got these flats on. I'm going to be slipping and sliding. But anyway, so I'm sitting here waiting on them and seeing the people that are coming out, I guess, from the previous show. It's 10:02, so this show supposed to start at 10. Supposed to start at 10. So I'm looking at people that are coming out from the previous show. So for my 50 and up ladies, do you ever be out and you looking at people, specifically other women your age? And I'm not shading anybody. I promise you guys, I'm not shading anybody. But do you ever look at women who you think are about your age and you wonder, is that how I look? Am I because I try not to dress too young, but at the same time I don't want to look frumpy or homely, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not shading any other sisters, but I guess for me, I don't, with the exception, I've gained a lot of weight, and you know, guys, I talk about it, but oh my God, with that watermelon, I'm back on it. I'm back on it. But I'm like, I don't want to look like I'm 54. I'm not trying to look like I'm in my 30s. I'm not necessarily trying to even look like I'm in my younger 40s. But I don't want to, when I say 54 and F it, I don't want it to be 54 and F it as if I don't care about my appearance. I don't want to be around here wearing Wrangler jeans, mom jeans, or just the floral shirts. I don't know why it is that whenever we get older and when we get we gain weight, they always want to put all these florals and designs and chains and bows and just, I don't know. I think this kid I'm turning in now. No, that's not kid I'm turning in now. But I don't want to put, I mean, I don't, do y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, so for example, Bossy Tasha, 52 years old, and every time you see her, baby, she gonna be on her stuff. She's switching out the hair, she's switching out the clothes, she's very colorful. You know, people from Chicago colorful anyway, but she always, you know, looks put together. Kaylani is another one. Every time you see sister girl, she gonna have on her stunners, she gonna be coordinated, she's always buying stuff and putting together her fashion hauls. And she's okay. I noticed that you took your bedroom and you made your bedroom into your closet. I already noticed that, girl. I said, look at my girl. So always put together. Kimberly Bonet, sister girl, always put together. Whenever I say, me and Kid was talking about that a couple of months back, always put together, doing her thing. And it's some more. It's more, you know, Coco, when Coco step out, whenever she ain't fishing or she ain't somewhere in love with her hubby, I saw you whenever you stepped out, Miss Coco. I saw you whenever you step out. So, you know, we're in our 50s and stuff, but we're not our mothers and grandmothers 50-year-old. And I thank God for that. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be something I'm not, But at the same time, I don't ever want to just get comfortable. That's what it is. I don't want to get comfortable. I'm not trying to be like the young girls and okay, mom over here stepping in her heels. I don't want to be like the young girls, but at the same time, I never want to just walk out the house looking like F it. And I almost did tonight, actually, because I was rushing because I wasn't getting ready to go. I wasn't going to go. And then I said, you know what, Chloe, go ahead and go. You know, it's free. Your girl invited you. She always supports you and come out whenever you want to do something. So go ahead and go. Got in the car, got downstairs to the gate, and realized that I had left my I hadn't put on any mascara. I had did my eyebrows, slapped my eyebrows on, and when I say slap them on, slapped them on. But I hadn't put on any mascara, so my eyes was bald. And I got down to the gate, and I was like, but then something said, Chloe, turn this thing around, go back, and get you some mascara. Lo and behold, I done rushed to get here, and they stuck in traffic. They're not even here, so I had time to put on my lashes and try and do a little swoop to do with these little edges and this little hair, and I'm ready to go. But just sitting here and just watching some of the people go by who look to be around my age, maybe a little older, some younger, in my mind is my motivation. Chloe, get your shit together, because I just want to always be on point. I just do. I saw this older lady on, I don't know if it was on Instagram or TikTok, but this lady was in her Kia Tucker. Hey,
we pulling in right now. Are you parked already?
I'm parked over here next to this sign that says Uptown Comedy Corner. Uptown Comedy.
We're in a black Honda Optima. What?
I'm in the
Maxima. We're in the Nissan Maxima black.
I'm in the parking lot, so I guess this is a door where you go in.
Is that your car? So that's not you. Okay.
Where? This me. What?
That's her there.
That's me.
I see her. Oh yeah. You just flashed your light.
Yeah.
You got a good spot. Damn. Could you move, please? Right. Could you move, please?
That's gonna be a hell no. So y'all better find y'all a little 1-2 what you gonna do, because I'm already.
I'm interested to see what the fuck you got on.
Oh girl, I'm real low key today. I'm real low key today. I'm real low key. You know I wasn't playing no comments, so you know I'm real low key today.
I know. I had your shit in my purse, but then I think I took it out because I didn't think I was gonna see you. Okay. We about to start.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Okay, guys. Well, I haven't been to a comedy show. I haven't been to an actual comedy show. If I am completely honest and think about it, it's probably been about 20 years. Might have been more. No, it's been longer than that. The last time I went to a comedy show, I was dating Mr. And me and Mr. broke up in 2000 and... No, it had been 20 years. We broke up in 2009. So yeah, it's been a long time. Anyway, my battery almost dead on this camera, and I can't take it into here, but I will holler at you beautiful people later. I love you. Oh, and I still am sober. So only thing they're gonna get out of me tonight is a Coke or a Pepsi. I'm trying to come off of that too. I'll see you later.
I think you're that yesterday. No, I'm gonna be out late tomorrow and I can't do shit. Thank you. We gotta go take all that big medicine and shit.
Listening to music like that. I ain't number 46 years old.
This is a baby. You talking about little sister. This is a little baby.
She's not even 46.
Believe you edified. Now, who knows what edified means? No motherfucker body. We'll let you try. What does edified mean?
I'm a PK.
Say what? Like a no. Okay, everybody. You know, baby, what does edify mean, baby? No, I already said lift you up.